What's going on, folks? It's your boy Bashir, and yeah, back again, new video. And this video is just gonna be about market review, and what I think happened today, and what kind of setup I saw today, and which had a good setup and which had a bad setup. Well, yeah, this video is just gonna be about market review, talking about what actually happened today, and yeah, you can see for the past couple of weeks we've been pretty much heavy bullish as well. And this coming week, I'm pretty much sure we should have some bearish price action. So yeah, you can see the CB right here, which I am indicating right here. I've been looking at the CB for the past couple of weeks, because price is just dancing around. We've rebalanced the CB a couple of times and we've been consolidating. You might see that candle as a close, and yeah, that's sell side, which I'm kind of fancy, sell side for the coming week. Hopefully the price will get to drop beneath that low and trade it down into any PD areas as well. So yeah, you can see there's another swing low underneath that sell side there, which I marked out. That low is a major low, which I want price to sweep as well. And you can pretty much see we've got an order block there, and price is just kind of dancing around that area. And you can see this wick right here, which I'm indicating. I'm also looking at that week because on my previous video, I mentioned something about that week. You can check back on the previous video and see what happened. So sell side here is my main target, and yeah, that's where I want to see price drop to coming into next week. So, and pretty much we've been consolidating. Hopefully we get to all-time highs as well, and that's kind of what I hope for long-term portfolio. And if you're holding like a long-term portfolio, you really want price to go back to all-time highs. And you can see this gap here, this void, and I really fancy price coming back to that void to rebalance, and the fair value gap resting below, and maybe from there we can actually push back up. And yeah, hopefully buy side here will be a target as well. Those are clean highs which I'm looking at as well, and hopefully they get to like I said, all-time highs will be great because a long-term portfolio, and maybe after that we pretty much can maybe have a little bit of pullback and make some corrections as well. And yeah, you can see some bullish candle right there. Those candles are very, very great, and yeah, that's what I see coming into the next week. And nothing pretty much not too kind of special. I still fancy price still dancing around the CB right there, and maybe we can actually sell off to take out those lows which I marked out. And yeah, you can see those are pretty much consolidation, nothing too special. And sell side there is why I want price to drop to. So if you're trading from next week, you should be bearish. I'm not saying you should obviously I'm not saying you should follow my ways, but I'm just giving opinions. So sell side beneath this low which I'm indicating as well is a major low which I really want price to drop to as well. And you can see this fair value gap there as well. Hopefully we get to rebalance this fair value gap there, and from there we can look to recover back up. We can look to trade back up to take out any highs there and get back to all-time highs. So I'll just scale down to the hourly chart and show you some charts annotations. Yeah, so this is the hourly chart here. You can see I marked out a CB there, and we've been on the buy curve recently. Previous high that was made got taken out already. If we make any previous high, we'll maybe have a little bit pullback into a PD array, and then price just come back to take out this high. Like an example, we rebalance that bullish PD array, and from there we deliver out to take out that previous high that was made. So any high that was made, especially if price is in the buy curve, you expect highs to get taken. Just like if it's in an uptrend, you don't expect lows to get taken. You always expect highs to get taken. So we've been taking our buy side, and pretty much price is kind of struggling to go up. And yeah, you can see price drop down beneath that low, beneath all of those lows. And what do you expect price to do to come back to take out highs? But we failed to take out a high. So right there, you might want to call that in a changing the state of delivery or anything you want to call it. But I just think we've changed from a buy curve to a sell curve, and you can see price dropped aggressively, forming that fair value gap there. And yeah, that's just what I saw. That's what I noticed from for this week price action. And we've dropped aggressively. We formed a fair value gap there, and we rebalanced that gap, consolidate there, and then drop slower to take out that sell side, that swing low, which I'm indicating there. So you can see that CB right there. I'm marking out the consequent encroachment of that CB. I'm also looking at that CB. Maybe we can use that as a support level or resistance level coming into next week, because we've traded into that CB there to rebalance it, and there's just too much weak Sarah as well. And yeah, sell side debt taken, and that consequent encroachment of that week should be what consequent encroachment of that fair value gap should be what I'm looking at coming into next week as well. So hopefully we use that to find support or resistance there, and look to filter some setup from next week. So go on a 1 minute chart and show you some annotations as well. Yeah, so from pre-market we've been kind of consolidating. It's pretty much a 50-point range, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So nothing too special from pre-market consolidation. And we offered sell side there. We didn't get to this low. We didn't take out that low, but we offered sell side there. So you can see all of those lows were still resting beneath there. We offered sell side, rally up. You can see the 930 candle open. And ICT said something about the 930 candle, which, I don't really agree to. He said the 930 candle should be your advanced first presented gap. Bro, come on. And we can't be doing that, bro. We have to follow the concept. So 931 candle was my first presented. You can see I'm indicating that there. Marked it out, we consolidate, took out buy side. And the 930 gap, I didn't, mark that out. So we kind of just consolidate, rebalance that hourly gap there. And from there, price is pretty much, failing to get above that gap. And from there, we kind of just stall around, and then we dropped lower to take out sell side. And anytime we take out sell side, you expect price to go back in the buy covenant, and from there you can get to look for a buy position. And you can see that same gap which I marked out on our chart. Price is still dancing around there, still respecting that gap. And yeah, that's just what I saw from doing my framework on the hour time frame to get into the 1 minute time frame. So right there you can see the 931 candle as well. Like I said, we've been consolidating around that hourly gap, and we've got that 931 candle, which price is yet to close beneath, and we're still kind of consolidating. So we take out buy side there, we break slower. The 10 o'clock candle made a week. So we made a week, immediately reject. You can see offering support there. 931 candle offering support there. We didn't get the close, but we did get the close after offering resistance there. Consolidate, break slower, and then from there we look to sell off, falling bearish order flow, fair value gap there, pull back into that fair value gap, break slower, take out sell side, consolidate. From here you can see we're pretty much putting a V-shaped recovery. So from offering buy side there to take out sell side, now we've put in a V-shaped recovery. Now we're in a buy curve. So what do you want to see? You want to see bearish PDRA get disrespected, and you want to see bullish PDRA get respected. So now we're in a buy curve. We've got a V-shaped recovery, which is IFG. We closed above that gap. You can, if you want to get your entry quick, you can get your entry right now. On this place I'm indicating, and have your stop just underneath that recent low that was made. But a lot of people will actually wait. They'll actually wait for price to just consolidate it, be close above this that area there. You might want to call this a a change in the state or order block or whatever you want to call it, but to me that's actually a change in the state, because we made it high and then price just closed above it and then pretty much dropped down to a retest, and then from there we've pretty much keep going back up, and you can see bullish PDRAs as well. They're getting respected there after having a change in the state of delivery and pretty much a V-shaped recovery after taking sell side. And you can see the 931 candle consolidate, break lower there after and we've got bearish PDRA was getting respected and now the bullish PDRA are getting respected and the bearish PDRA are getting disrespected. So you actually would have got good entry if you took this, and we'll put in a change in the state. Like I said, we closed above that high, we made a low high, and then breaks lower to make a new low, so that gives you a change in the state. From here you can actually look to take a lot of traders will actually wait for price to close above that before they get the entry, but I would take my entry right there, which I'm indicating there. I would go my entry and put my stop just underneath that recent swing low that was made. So now, since we're in a buy off, what do you expect? You expect bullish PDRA to get respected. You don't expect price to disrespect bullish PDRA. Since we've taken our sell side, so we need to take our buy side, which is next. So yeah, that was it. And you can see after the drop, take out sell side, we've offered buy side there, buy side resting above. We've got bullish PDRAs everywhere, and you expect price to respect a bullish PDRA. And we've got fair value gap there, drop lower, respect that bit, fair value gap there. You can see first presented offering some resistance there as well after breaking lower. Respect this fair value gap once again, close above that, changing the state. Bullish PDRA getting respected, and from there we deliver to the upside. You can see first presented offering support there, not once but twice, offering support. From there price start to break high, taking out resting buy side, and from there we pretty much continue the trend to the upside. And one thing I noticed is just kind of sluggish price action, consolidation during launch and PM trades, and not like the best day for the momentum. So, and yeah, you can see the hourly gap there, which I marked out on the hourly gap, still getting respected, and pretty much price break lower, and now we're kind of in a sell model. So you can see bullish PDRAs are not getting disrespected. So we've taken our buy side there, we've rebalanced the hourly gap. Now you can see consolidation, and price is just kind of weaky and just kind of consolidation. Then we've got this displacement during the 150 to 210 macro. Immediately price displays, we rebalance there, fair value gap breaks lower, first presented offering support there, traded down, first presented offering resistance once again, traded down to take out sell side, that recent low that was made. I'm just going to draw this. So this was the recent low that was made during AM section. So we take out that low, and pretty much we've been consolidating, and yeah, consolidation. And on the 3-minute chart you can see price is actually respecting a bearish PDRA. That's why we had this much consolidation going on. And today wasn't pretty much the best day, but yeah, it's kind of just one of those days. Is price has a clean direction as to where you want to go, but you just have to be precise with your entries and stuff. So yeah, you can see take out sell side, V-shaped recovery once again. I would have got my entry there, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't take it. This will be what my entry would have looked like. So I would have got my entry right there. I would have been risking 25 points. Risk 25 points, and probably target like 50 points. I would probably take first TP there, and the rest of my profit was going to be above that highs, and maybe I look to take profit on this buy side right here as well. And yeah, not the best day, and that was what happened for today. And that's just a little market review. And yeah, Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later.